She took his hand and she led him along that golden beach. Higher and higher and higher they climbed.
Never fight unless you're sure you can win.
They watched the waves tumble over the sand.
All right. Horse stands a rope.
She had all of the skin.
I get kicked out of La Quinta forever.
What do we do with poop?
What is freedom? Are we truly free?
What in the world?
In those Hollywood nights, in those Hollywood hills, she was looking so right in her diamonds and frills.
Dogs
I love that.
in a bathtub.
I love that.
Dogs in a bathtub.
Dogs in a bathtub? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, apparently that's what I think. What you call it? If I don't know if you call it a
Like if you put
sex
dogs
move.
in a bathtub?
No, but it's I think it's like an old Urban Dictionary bullshit where it's like if you put your balls in someone's butt.
Oh, you put your dogs in the
Dude,
bathtub?
I don't believe people do that.
I don't either.
That's impossible.
Well, not impossible.
Well, I think-
There's guys who go to clubs and pay a lady to step on their nuts with high heels.
I was gonna say,
That is possible.
That is possible. You can put your nutsack into a butt.
first of all,
You can drop it between cheeks, but
Just
it's sometimes it's hard to get a pinky in there.
well, sure.
you can do all things through Christ.
Jot that down.
right.
Go ahead and jot that down.
Drop that.
Second of all,
Write it and pin it.
I don't think anyone does it for fun. But it's like, I mean, I've seen a lady put a whole baseball bat in her butthole, you know, like
I'm not talking about the
sometimes
strength
people
of the
do things for
butthole.
money, you know.
I'm talking
A
about
celery
the
bunch.
constitution of the
Let's Google
the
it. Look
testicles.
at it. Eric, can you pull up pictures? What was it called?
Dogs in the bath.
Can you pull
I
up dogs
don't
in
wanna
the
look
bathtub?
You don't have to pull up pictures. Just see if that's what it is.
Pull up pictures of dogs in the
Just,
dogs
just
in the
Google
bathtub.
dogs in a bathtub.
dogs in the. I went to private search for this.
Yeah, good
Oh,
call.
good call. Good call.
I grew up Catholic, and
While he's doing that,
Whoa,
The
dude.
first thing is.
while he's doing that,
You're such-
hey, welcome.
All right, well, you cut Moody off doing that.
Dogs in the bath.
Moody, what were you saying?
Oh, I was just gonna say I grew up Catholic, and one of the times I went to confession, one of the priests told me to say 10 Hail Marys and get my balls crushed by high heels. That was part of like that conviction.
Part of your penance.
Yeah.
I was trying to figure out for a second how to do a bit that was like I'm getting really into pranks in my old age, and my favorite one is going to confessional at Catholic churches and telling the priest that I have a crush on one of the priests, but not saying which one, and just see if he starts sweating and blushing.
So funny.
That's what it's called.
Dogs in the bathtub. Did you find any pics?
No, there's no pigs.
Let's see. Hit the images. Let's turn the safe search off. And let's see. I want to see. I want to see somebody.
How
with
would you even
their
see
balls in somebody's
If you were
butthole.
successful, it would just be like flat skin up against round skin.
No, because I imagine in the pornography world, this is a lady with a huge butthole and a guy with long balls.
Oh yeah.
Just the oldest man alive.
So there's like this much gap.
It's fucking Ari Shafir's nuts.
between the gooch and the
Shout
hole.
out.
So
This is a
It could
chocolate
Friend of the pod,
sundae.
Ari Shafir.
Yeah, clearly.
F of the P.
F of the P.
I saw this video today. It was so funny. It's a time lapse of Congress, and it's like Mitch McConnell for 20 hours in Congress the other day, and it's a super speed. Like it's like 10x. People are like, and the whole time he's just.
That's awesome.
The whole time. It was so funny.
Life's happening. It's like the worst version of the little cutscenes in Limitless.
yeah. Well, and he's like a guy sitting next to him who's like very uncomfortable the whole time. He's just like, the whole time. It's like they're weekend at Bernie and fucking Mitch McConnell at Congress
Yeah,
right now.
that's
Shit is so cool.
He's just
Shit
pulling
is
a
cool.
Fauci.
I was just setting
Not
up
saying
the
nothing.
pod equipment and saw the tortoiseshell, and then was so disappointed with myself that when we talked about you running over the turtle, that I didn't say, put a little blood on the tires. That's what I was thinking
Pretty
about
good.
before
Blood on the tires.
I was thinking a Mario Kart reference.
Tell him what you said when you
Got hit with the green shell.
Yeah, I got green shell. Yeah, my card.
Some guy, man. I was talking about that with Eric. We went up to Kroger the other
Eric.
night, and I had just eaten a banana or something, and I was like,
Gay?
maybe I was in your car. I don't
This
know.
is
what.
me and you.
Yeah,
You were
and
like,
I was like,
does it toss that thing out? Mario Kart somebody in real life.
But then how great it would be if they went.
Yeah.
Slipped off the ground, like, oh no, it worked. I'm so sorry.
Have y'all seen that video? Speaking of like road incidences, there's this video of this vehicle getting like on a off ramp to get off an exit, and this car
Get on and off.
whatever, dude. Whatever. You can do whatever you want.
I have got off on a on-ramp.
You get off. Yeah.
You're
But-
wrong. He's right.
No, I'm fucking right.
got off,
There's
you
a
can.
vehicle in front of these people, and they pull over and they get out to rob the vehicle.
Oh yeah, and she just fucking.
And yeah, floors it,
So funny.
hits the guy.
Damn.
He turns into Bambi, flies off the screen.
Damn.
It's one of the great joys in life watching someone get hit by a car.
I don't like. Here's the thing.
Do you think she had just watched the video
So fun.
of the buffaloes throwing that guy?
I don't
Inspired?
watch
Yeah.
any of that shit. I like to keep my heart clean and pure in my brain. I like to go to sleep and close my eyes and be like,
No one died
oh, I
today.
should have watched that porn video instead of,
Buffalo.
100% of the videos.
you know what I mean?
Yeah, I do know what you mean. 100% of the videos where people get hit by cars at a high speed, they lose their shoes.
Yeah.
It's so
yeah.
fun.
Shoes are
Yeah,
gone.
that's the best.
It's so fun. It's always like they cartwheel into the air. It's
Yeah.
so. I mean, listen, I feel bad. Death is near to these people for sure. You know, but for 30 seconds, or 6 seconds while they're in the air.
What I'm trying to
So
say is
funny.
that is the only video
Really?
where I laughed. I was like, they deserve.
I'll show you a
They
couple.
deserve that.
I got a playlist here.
Have you seen the guy go off the mega ramp and he like went way too far out from the quarter pipe and fell straight to flat? And both of his shoes just exploded off of his legs. He fell
No,
from
I
like
can't.
80 feet in the air and his shoes just went. Like,
No.
his two
Snap,
sticks of
snap.
dynamite.
No.
Chinese shoes.
Yeah, that was the funniest shit
Dude,
in the world.
I
dude.
can't watch that shit. Like
That's so funny.
the last video I watched of someone actually dying, I watched it by mistake. They were like, "Hey, this is like a motorcycle video, you know, whatever." And it's this guy just like cruising down the highway, and then a car pulls right out in front of him, and you just hear him go, "Oh fuck!"
Oh,
And that's his last words.
I imagine
And
that's
he-
60% of last people.
Those are pretty
last
good.
words. People's
yeah,
last
oh,
words.
fuck.
I saw a guy get hit by a car in slow speed.
Now that's great.
It was so funny. So we were in when I was in the band, we were in Charleston, and we weren't even like playing a show. We just wanted to do a hang, and somebody knew somebody in Charleston, so we're staying at this little apartment. And then they were like, "Oh yeah, we have this cool like rooftop that we can hang out on." So we just go up to the rooftop. And so we hung out there a few times over the course of a couple days. And every night in Charleston, everything closes at 2:00. So they have the 2:00 walk. And so people are just immediately 2:00 hits, and it's just fucking zombie apocalypse. But it's like drunk College of Charleston kids.
How hot are those kids?
There'll be no hot kids talk on this podcast.
I'll self-censor a little bit, but earlier in this same day, we walked past a group of like frat guys or whatever, and somebody mouthed off. One of the frat guys mouthed off to us, and he was like, "Nice skinny jeans," and he was like, "Yeah." Well, one of the guys in my band was like, "Yeah, nice salmon shorts." and we just,
Damn it, I have to do extra work now.
and well, the best part was his. This was like
So funny.
2016.
Oh, you can say it back then.
Back then it was fine.
He's just quoting somebody.
But the best part was we kind of turned around to like laugh, and his girlfriend turned around and went. Snickered at him. And she was clearly already giving him shit about having matching
So
shorts
funny.
with all of his friends or whatever.
yeah, those frat guys love to match.
It's and then call guys gay.
Hold on.
Which is crazy.
Hold on. And I want to join in on this, but
I hate those fuckers.
TJ and I match so much.
Well, we don't match. It's not like
so
it's not like we're wearing a uniform.
Do you know how many times I come downstairs and I'm like,
Fuck.
damn it.
Yeah.
Well, some of it is you give me clothes that used to be like the right size for you.
Sure, now that I'm super
And
skinny.
now you're so thin, you look like a young Alan Alda.
Who's Alan Alda? The guy from
MASH.
MASH. That's
Yeah.
right. Hey, it's me, Alan Alda.
Hey.
All these nuts.
So anyway, but this is seriously like,
So stupid.
if you just went and got standard issue from any, it's like white Oxford shirt,
Yeah, and some sort
salmon
of
shorts,
salmon shorts
boat shoes.
and boat
Yeah.
shoes. Yeah.
Yeah, the college
And they
shorts
just
is
do
crazy.
this.
Yeah.
Dude.
And they have like a backwards cap on.
No, sometimes, but this was like, I don't know, it was coiffed.
Yeah, that's
Probably.
coiffed.
Coiffed.
That's pretty. That's
But
pretty
anyway,
weird.
so later that night we watched 2 o'clock walk from the rooftop, ripping heaters, drinking beers, hanging out, and we're just watching. And then this guy, there's only like one car. Everyone else is walking, and this guy just sort of like is goofing around in the street. And then he runs out in front of this car, and the car just sort of donks him. And we went, oh shit. And then he springs up, and we went, oh, he's fine. Holy
Oh,
shit, he was hammered, dude. Like, if you can tell somebody's hammered from a rooftop 2 blocks away, you're like, that's hammered.
I mean,
Yeah,
that guy
that
walks like
guy's fucked.
claymation.
Yeah, he was walking like John Lennon, big long steps, and like, ooh.
I think about it all the time because you must think about it all the time or never think about it because you're a big text and driver. But I don't text and drive. But I do get on my.
Dude, don't want.
Yeah, you are. You're a huge texter. He texts and drives a lot, folks. More than anybody I know.
You don't know a lot.
I'm telling you, you don't know how much he's doing it.
It's not all text. Some of it's eBay.
That's right.
Some of it's just Facebook.
Sometimes you're paying bills.
Yeah, right. Did you see that story I posted really quick to interrupt you? That where it was like, how long after sex is too soon to look at Facebook
Facebook
Marketplace?
Marketplace.
Shout out to whoever made that meme.
That's
so
funny.
funny.
Shout 'em out. But anyway, my point was, I get on my phone when I get into the neighborhood. So like I'll save, and then I get on my phone once I get in the neighborhood, and every time I do that, I'm like,
Crazy.
I'm gonna kill
I'm
somebody.
gonna kill a fan.
I'm gonna kill a
I'm
bunch of
doing it on the
Mexican
highway. I'm
kids.
like, at least we're on even terms. You have a 2,000-pound car.
I'll be like,
I have a
I haven't
2,000.
looked at the road in like 30 seconds and be like, whoa.
Yeah.
Look at my rearview mirror.
Dude, that's the good thing about these new cars. Like when I'm in my
Oh, the
Camry,
yeah.
dude, I just fucking throw that shit on. Yeah, and then,
You do it. Yeah.
well, usually I voice chat,
Oh yeah, sure.
Sure. I don't like that.
or if I'm typing, I do the fucking. I don't type.
How's your
individual-
voice chat?
This is
Good.
How's my voice
How's your
chat?
voice to
Rate
text?
your voice to text.
It's weird when you're sexting.
I'll tell you what.
Now touch yourself. Period. Now.
Take that off. Period.
And then it
period,
just decides
period.
to randomly write period, and then she's like, "Oh, what a freak!"
I'm gonna mount another conspiracy. We had the GPS conspiracy a few months back, where I said that maybe the Chinese were fucking with my GPS to get me lost all the time.
Just for fun.
Make me have to make weird U-turns and stuff.
I just kept ending up at Panda Expresses.
Yeah, right. Exactly. Well, now I have a new conspiracy theory, which is that the Chinese are fucking with my voice to text because no matter how hard I try to be clear to my
It
voice to
says,
text,
"Oh, hero."
it's just gobbledygook. It's just nonsense. I feel-
Okay, to answer your question, it's only good when I'm using regular words. I was outside and I was like, how to get gochujang stains out of your shoe.
Oh yeah.
And it kept on saying, go to John Stain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
And I'm just like, you gotta be more cultured than that, iPhone.
That's what I'm saying. I'll be saying things like.
Am I saying it wrong?
No.
No.
Gochujang?
it's close.
Gochujang?
It's close.
Gochujang,
in
it's
the-
all the same.
What's in the-
What's the proper
Gochujang. I don't know.
wait,
I was just giving it my best shot.
is that a Japanese spice or is that a Korean spice?
It's Korean.
That's what I thought.
It's been
Fermented
K-Dub.
pepper sauce.
Yeah.
I
I
just
didn't think
think
it was
Or a fermented
Japanese.
bean paste with spicy. Yeah.
It's just tough. I've been sending a lot of very important text messages here recently, and then I go back and read them, and I'm like, oh, that's crazy. That is
Dear
not even
Mr.
words.
President, suck my dick.
These are not even words I'm saying to these people, and now I feel like a doofus.
Damn, dude.
But then, people know that about me. They know I'm a doofus.
If you keep it simple, it'll work fine. But the moment you're using 3-syllable words and up, you're fucked.
Yeah.
It starts throwing in people's names.
I don't
I'm
like
like,
it.
what's the point of this?
Chris, do you voice to text?
I was just saying, I'm really dumb. I don't use technology to its full extent. I just get really pissed if I'm in the car for an hour and I'm like, I guess I can't talk to anybody for like an hour. This is it. And I just see all the messages coming there. I'm like, well, I'm fucked.
They think I'm
Everybody's
dead.
gonna be pissed. Yeah.
Everyone
Everybody's gonna
thinks
be
I'm dead.
pissed. Yep.
That's pretty sick.
Yep. So I have a Honda Accord, and I think there's probably a button for
You have
that
an
somewhere.
Apple Play?
No.
Chris
that's-
has like a 2014
yeah, it's
Honda
a 2014 Honda Accord.
Yeah, nailed it.
Some nice
I know
car.
my Honda
a
Accord.
nice car.
Damn
I
right.
know.
It's good. It's good,
There's
man.
one
It's
thing I
good.
know. It's a
It's
cord.
good.
What was it? Something's weird about the backup camera.
Oh yeah, I got hit by a 16-year-old girl.
Boom. I
Yeah.
do this. Chris
Yeah.
and I have been friends for a long time.
Yep.
Statutory?
She was texting and
No,
driving.
dude.
I swear to God. Yeah.
Statutory, right?
That's right. She did. Right. Shit,
That might be the app name right there.
Dude, I got my back.
Statutory.
I got my back blown out by a 16-year-old girl. That's fucking crazy.
That's crazy. Destroyed.
Destroyed.
Yeah.
And so now it looks funny? Or it just was broken?
It just it doesn't
Yeah, it
work
doesn't
anymore. Yeah. I basically have a 2010
My
Honda
beautiful
Accord.
backup camera will never be the same.
That's right.
He told me this story. Chris and I, let me tell you about the time I met Chris Moody. I started working at this horrific job.
The
Original lore?
script
Yeah,
still
this
needs
is
to be
OG
written.
lore between me and the Mooch Man. I got a job at what can only be described as a cult.
That's
Yes.
sick.
Yeah?
Hell yeah, cool job.
And I didn't realize
You were
that.
in charge of jarring and selling the bathwater
Yeah.
of the leader.
The
Yeah.
script to be written, by the way. That me
It's
and
true.
Zach talked about that early
It
days.
is
The
true,
script
dude.
to be written.
It
on
would
that.
make a hilarious, like, Righteous Gemstones style.
Yes.
Like, this is
Intern for a
I was
cult.
doing that joke for a while where I was like, I knew right away. Like, I walked in the building and he has, the CEO has a fat head of himself.
Mhm.
And I was like, oh
That's
no, this
so
is a
funny.
mistake. I
It's
made
Tony
a mistake.
Perkis, or the guy from Globo Gym and Dodgeball. It's
Yeah,
Ben
yeah,
Stiller-esque
yeah.
character.
And he's like this big, and yeah, he's
That's
crazy.
awesome.
Huge dong.
About his dog, he didn't show me. I asked, he said no.
Well, you did say he had a fat head.
So anyway, I get this job.
no shit.
I show up. Oh damn! He unplugged the shit. I show up. Hudson, who is my contact here that I know,
Confidant.
he just like passes me off to this guy, Chris Moody, and Chris is like, "What's up, dude?" And like Chris and I work for a little bit. We don't say too much, and then he's like, "Do you want to go get some Chick-fil-A?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And then we get in his Honda Accord. He tells me that exact same thing he just said right there. I was like, yo, that's hilarious. And then we went to Chick-fil-A and talked about all the stand-up that we liked. And I was like, Chris might be the coolest guy, dude.
Damn, dude.
Yeah. And then
meant to be.
for
That
like
feels like college.
Yeah.
It feels like meeting a guy at college.
Yeah,
You're like, I like that
yeah.
dude. He's cool.
No.
for like
That's
3
good.
years, Chris and I were like, what if we did stand up, dude?
I know,
What
it
if
was
we did
crazy,
stand
dude.
up? And then we fucking did it.
It was meant to be that because, like, yeah, it was the first person at the job who was like, oh, there's like a real person here now.
Yeah, well, it
Not
gave
an
me the
NPC.
wrong impression.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, maybe there'll be regular people here, and then I was like, oh, no, it's just me and Chris.
Yeah, this is crazy.
Me, Chris, and freaks.
Yeah, very much so.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's pretty sick. Can you talk? Have you guys talked about that job on here before?
I'm happy too. So,
Like, what were some of the cultier details?
I feel like we have. I mean, I remember hearing about the fat head thing.
obviously,
fathead, for sure.
the fat head, like, I mean, at the end of the day, it's just more like a good old boys thing, more like the way that I imagine businesses were in the 90s, like a Wolf of Wall Street kind of thing. It just felt culty in this way that was like, if you don't drink the corporate Kool-Aid of the story of why this is the best company that's ever existed.
Like Andy Elliott kind of
Yeah, kind of.
Andy Elliott is like a friend of it. He would bring him in as a speaker.
Yeah.
Actually,
In the actual company, like
why haven't we
person.
talked about this ever?
Well, because for a little bit,
We did talk about Andy
it
Elliott.
did feel like we could get in trouble for talking about it.
Yeah,
I'm more of a,
I
Yeah.
see.
I'm more of a Billy Elliot.
But I think at this point,
same.
probably not. But because I'm not gonna say what the company's name was, but yeah, it just was weird. Like they would produce these like high quality videos, right? So there's one in particular that I think is so funny. They did. Homeboy flew down to the Jacksonville Jaguars stadium. Shout out the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Jacksonville Eric.
Shout out Eric. Shout out the Jaguars.
Just Duval dog.
And you have got like this is like it's like him, the CEO of this company, and this author of this book, who's like not even famous.
Can we talk about what the book's called?
I don't even remember.
Chris, do you remember what the
maybe
title?
it only could have been a few. It's like the Energy Bus, which is like this motivational guy who used to own a rrestaurant. It was just
Could have
like,
been that guy.
or the guy who owns all the what is it? Not Four Seasons. What's that?
No, it
hotel
definitely
chain?
wasn't that guy.
It wasn't that guy.
So it could have been. It
Horst
could have been. Yeah, it wasn't Horst Schulze. It wasn't an old man. These guys, it's like two 50-something guys who were on test.
And it was called the Energy Bust.
Could have been. Who knows?
TRT.
Wow, 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 wow. So
On
anyway,
that tart?
they thought, and Chris told me that the guy who ran the video for the company may have been influencing them to potentially like goading them on to make bad
That's awesome.
content.
Yeah,
So this is
ironically.
hilarious. So the opening shot of this video, this is two men who are about to meet up and sit down and talk about the release of a book. And they thought what would be funny is to do a drone shot of the entire field and then cut to the home end zone. Smoke explodes. Out jogs the CEO. He's in skinny jeans.
I think we may have talked
a
about this.
button-up shirt, which tucked in, and he's just old man jogging. And I mean, for like 25 seconds.
He had the whole field.
He's got to run the length of the field.
He does, dude. If he would have stopped halfway through and went, whew,
Yeah.
Jesus.
And then he gets, he doesn't have to go the full length. He's got to get to the 50-yard line. And then he gets to the 50-yard line and does the silliest, like, pivot down the 50-yard line.
Oh.
And then they cut to the away sideline, smoke. And then it's the exact same thing from the other guy. 20 seconds of this guy just...
Oh man, this really makes me believe more and more into the 144,000. You know what I'm talking about?
Some people ain't going to heaven.
Yeah.
And one of the things
all of them.
One of the things I remember, so when the ship fell out of the market in 2023, 22, 23, somewhere around in there, they had this big rally where they brought in the chairman of the Fed, or not the chairman of the Fed, the fucking the guy from Fannie Mae.
Oh,
They
Doug
brought in
Duncan.
the chief forecaster from Fannie Mae. This is a mortgage company. And the CEO of this company and the guy from Fannie Mae sat on stage. You couldn't even sit in the room. I mean, this is when mortgage rates are exploding, right? They'd just gone from like 0 to 7, right? This is peak inflation. This is all that good stuff. And
I'll show you peak inflation.
the guy from Fannie Mae, hey, that's it. The guy from Fannie Mae, the whole entire time, our CEO, the CEO of that company, would be like, "So here's all the things I think about how things are going to get better," and the guy from Fannie Mae would be like, "Yeah, no, I don't think so." And then the CEO would be like, "Haha, exactly. That's a great point. Things are definitely getting better." And I remember I turned to Chris in the middle of the interview, and I was like, "Are you watching the same thing that I'm like, is this happening?" And Chris was like, "Yep." And I was like, "This is insane."
Yeah.
Him just being like, the guy from Fannie Mae being like, I mean, things could get really, really bad. And then our guy being like, "That's great, man. Things are definitely getting better. I agree with you." It was like,
in front of hundreds of people.
You watched a guy gaslight himself.
It was crazy.
That's
He's just
awesome.
trying to like convince himself
And then,
Waterworld was a good movie.
And then a buddy of ours.
Waterworld?
Yeah.
Waterworld rules, dude. How dare
Waterworld is
you?
pretty sick, dude. And then a buddy of ours left the company, and there was a bunch of hubbub about that. And the CEO would call him and leave him drunk voicemails
That's
like
right.
over and over and over
I
again.
have heard
and
about that.
they threatened to sue him and another homie a bunch of times, and yeah, it just was like a mess and like not a real place. Totally derailed my life. Completely threw me off the deep end. So
That's it.
fuck that company.
It's the place where you walk into the cafeteria. Remember the sack? And one of the tags on the wall in big letters was "Eat less, work more."
Yeah.
And it's like
That's
the environment you're walking
Right? I mean, when
Starve yourself.
Yeah.
when he, I mean, that's
We
part
should
of
sell
the joke.
T-shirts on that our fans can give to their wives.
Yeah, literally, don't be fat, work more.
Homeboy
You're
told me
working.
when they fired me that I wasn't a good culture fit.
Oh yeah, I gotta go with that
Nicest thing anyone ever
Well, I was like, I mean, I'm glad. It's good to know I don't fit in the culture of hell.
too. It's actually a really nice compliment. I appreciate
It's
it.
like,
big dog.
yuck.
Oh, so I have a soul, thank God.
You know.
Yeah.
Can we heist the fathead, do you think?
I mean, I think we could probably. I mean, Eric, but that's not what I was talking about. Chris's dad still has connections.
Imani, dude.
You know where the fathead is. We can heist
Oh, we can get it. You could see it. I could go take a picture of it right now. You can't. You walk right in.
Yep.
And it's the first thing.
You walk in. I'll walk in shortly after you.
Well, you can't get in. You have to have a key card.
You distract.
We couldn't get in.
I pee.
They know who I am. They wouldn't let me in.
You distract. TJ extracts.
There
You know
would
what
be
I'm
no
saying?
distraction. I would jangle the door, and then somebody would be like,
No.
"Bro, what are you doing here?"
All right, so Cole goes in.
Cole
Goes in.
I think Moody could do it.
He goes in dressed like
Yeah, I can
Starsky
do it.
and Hutch. Oh yeah, Moody comes in and is like, "Yo, I've got to talk to whatever."
No, he says, "I'm coming home. I'm coming home. I'm coming home." And then
bring my pants.
they embrace you as the prodigal son, but really it's a Trojan horse. And
That's
I'm
what I was
inside
just
Chris's
thinking.
body.
That's what I was just thinking. Do we Trojan horse him? That's so
Trojan
sick.
horse?
Chris has
Yes.
a big backpack,
Yeah,
and I'm
yeah.
inside.
You're in that big ass
Oh,
backpack.
like the guy from Ace Ventura. Remember with his head out? And he's like,
Just like the
trying to bite
Odyssey,
people.
bro.
Yeah, just like the Odyssey.
Just like the Odyssey. And so then
I don't know
you
what
sneak
you do.
in.
Yeah.
I come out of the backpack. I put goop on the wall.
And everybody's like, no, it's Zach.
No, they won't know.
No,
I have on a disguise. I look like a janitor. We go into the bathroom.
Look like a
That's
Hasidic
right.
Jew.
and I look like a Hasidic Jew janitor. So when I come out of the bathroom,
Janitor?
as a janitor,
He's welcome. He's
I put goop all over the wall that makes the fathead like,
yeah.
and it goes from really big to really small. It sucks
Shrinks
up all
down.
the moisture.
100th of the size. Turns it into a little dinosaur pill.
And then I put a new fathead up. Who does he hate? Who's somebody he hates?
Oh.
LSU, right? So I put
Oh,
up like
there you go.
I put like
Yeah.
a fathead of like fucking Lane Kiffin.
Odell Beckham Jr.
Yeah,
from
Odell
college.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, what was the old
Damn.
boy?
Ed Orgeron.
And Orgeron.
Orgeron.
Now we're
I would
fucking-
put it in Orgeron.
This is why we need Eric. This is why
Yeah,
you've not been
dude.
here for the past couple of weeks.
Produce.
And we
put
haven't had the information.
I put an Orgeron fathead right there, and I'm not even an LSU guy. That guy just
Same.
ripped.
He was like the quality control coach. He was like a weight coach.
But then
for
he
a while.
became the fucking guy.
Yeah, he was the DC for a while, and then when they fired their head coach, he became the interim.
Isn't he back?
I don't know. He was pretty like he was like a drunk
Yeah. Which is again, hero.
hero.
Yeah.
A young Cajun hero.
He's coming.
What's the Daughtry song? I'm coming home to the place where I belong. Yeah, this is great.
What the fuck does
They got
Daughtry
rules.
even mean?
It's his
This
name.
is last.
That's his name.
That's his actual name?
Yeah, Chris Daughtry.
I mean,
I didn't know that.
What is the etymology?
I'm
Eric, look up
unfamiliar.
the etymology of the name Daughtry.
it's
It
like
feels
having-
like daughter.
Yeah, that's having sex with people's daughters.
Guys who are feminine.
Yeah.
Guys who are feminists.
Feminine. Feminine.
Yeah, that fella's quite Daughtry, if you know what I mean.
So this is your son? A little Daughtry from my day. That's crazy, dude.
Do the place where I belong. Yeah, that makes sense. Chris Daughtry is a freak. So.
You know who worked at that company was that
Friend of the
guy,
pod, actually.
Greg. Yeah, Greg. The
Oh
guy.
yeah! Hey, shout out. Greg Langford, who's like
That's
the new
awesome.
regular on Kill Tony, he worked at this company
Fuck
with me.
yeah, Greg Langford.
Crazy.
No,
It's just a
that
crazy
guy,
coincidence.
not cool either.
Also crazy.
Dude, he was wild. We'd be on like
Crazy
a,
Greg.
yeah, he would. We had these all hands. It's like basically the whole company gets on Zoom for a meeting, like a long meeting, and he just would be unmuted and just talking
On the phone.
the most shit on the phone and just cussing and like, and he'd be like, "Turn your fucking mic off, Greg." And he would.
I mean, let's
was
air
so
the
funny.
laundry
He's
here.
so funny,
I
man.
don't like. I mean, like, have you seen it? Have you seen his Kill Tony?
Oh,
Cool.
maybe.
Who?
Dude.
Great.
The
Is that the old guy?
new
Yeah.
old guy.
Yeah.
It's I don't understand. I mean, and I'm not trying to be like.
Damn, we're calling
like
people out by name.
Well, he's a stand. I mean, look, he's a famous
He's
guy.
all over
He's
the
famous.
internet now.
But also,
Uncle G.
he's famous.
That's what they call
Former,
him.
colleague.
He's famous. I mean, he's doing.
That's
It'd be like
crazy.
calling out, Shane Gillis. I mean, what do I? What's he gonna do?
Some black comedian
just-
at Helium a few weeks ago.
He just did Madison
Yeah.
Square Garden
Yeah.
with
Yeah,
fucking
literally.
Kill Tony.
Yeah.
I got nothing on him.
Yeah, he's
What I'm
fine.
saying is like, I don't understand how Kill Tony has become this thing that's like, if you just get up, and I mean this with all the love in my heart, and just tell the hackiest jokes, that
Yes.
somehow
Rapid fire hack.
that if you just like one liner or a bunch of hack jokes, that somehow this is like revolutionary. Like, I don't dislike Greg, but like him just getting on stage and being like, my bitch ass wife, rah, rah, rah.
Yeah.
It's like,
Oh, yeah.
and Tony being like, this is changing the
Incredible.
game.
But it's because
just
it's
crazy.
backdropped with all the shit comics that don't that like eat
I
dicks.
guess, but, like,
because then if one person comes out and
There's
says
so
something
many
that, like,
good comics.
yeah,
It's true.
I know, no, there is,
And
There
there's so many
fucking
good
is.
comics who get pulled on Kill Tony. Like, to be fair,
True.
there's plenty of, like, I follow tons of people who are like,
Yeah.
I pulled on Kill Tony when they were in Nashville, had a great set. I mean, Gus got pulled on Kill Tony, had a good set.
That's right.
It
Yeah,
is
That's right.
like-
It is weird how it's become like
Yeah.
if you're
Gus had a good set. They
Yeah.
didn't care at all.
if you're a regular good
He had a great interview too.
yeah, if
Yeah.
you're a regular good comic who has a good set, you get a big joke book, you have a nice interview.
Yeah,
and then they're
they
like, catch you
leave
next
you
time,
alone,
man.
yeah.
If you're and look, I understand. It's hard not to do this. It became Ouroboros.
Yeah.
Kill Tony became the freak show, and then everybody started calling it the freak show, and then you have a choice. You go, oh, I'm going to listen to all these people talking about how it's the freak show. I want to get back to some of this being about comedy. Nope, double down, freak show.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, look, it's the biggest live podcast in the world, and it does feel a little dick ridey to be like talking shit. But yeah, it's not that fun anymore. And
Well, I just feel like there was something to, and I agree with what you're saying, and I feel like there was something to the Hans Kims and the.
damn,
Yeah.
that's a brave take.
Hey, I'm just saying, like, you can see
He had some fun sets.
the idea,
William
or even
Montgomery.
Montgomery, or like, I think William
Montgomery.
Montgomery's
The
hilarious.
Vulcan era of Kill Tony
Yeah, Vulcan,
was the
yeah.
best.
Yeah, it was
And
good.
I think that because when we started,
Cam was great.
Cam was great.
Casey Rocket.
Casey Rocket's
Rocket's
Come on,
fucking man.
come on.
Yeah.
Riff Master.
Well, and
Fucking-
obviously, like even now, Atlanta. What's it? Dedrick.
Yeah,
Dedrick is very
Dedrick's
funny,
great.
for sure.
Like, they still do the thing, but it just sometimes feels like.
But you get one of those guys for every 4 guys that are sort of like, what we want actually is play the WWE heel and get a bunch of hate comments in the comment section.
Which is fine.
Yeah,
Because
or
those
disabled
people are more likely.
But
to come.
there are those comics who, and like, they're good.
For sure.
Like, there are comics that play the heel, like a Bankus or like whoever, who are like good comics. And it's like, okay, well, I'd rather like Ben Bankus be a regular on Kill Tony and you guys just go full fucking nutso than like have to watch some guy who's like, well, this guy would be bombing at Ship and Anchor. It's like, I don't know how to enjoy a thing from a guy that they're like, this is incredible. It's like, this set would be bombing at Ship and Anchor.
I just have
Shout out Jared Horton.
like
Friend.
Oh, Big Horton on Kill Tony the other night, and Horton's crushing it, Ship and Anchor.
that.
So Horton should be crushing at Kill Tony.
Yeah,
Right?
that's right. If you crush at Ship and Anchor, you'll crush at Kill Tony.
Yeah.
Because
And that shout out the dog. It was crazy. Derek said that today. I was like, no way. I hosted that guy up at Bar South that one week.
Yeah.
And
He's done a show or two with Dial Athlete.
He's funny, yeah.
he's a good
Yeah, I
dude.
don't know.
He's funny.
Fun.
He's like a writer.
Yeah.
Big room.
Yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah.
I don't know. I stopped watching Kill Tony maybe like 6 months into doing stand up because
Yeah.
like
Oh,
going
yeah.
to the open mics and being in that culture
You see it.
just for 6 months alone, I was like, I don't think I can do this. This podcast no longer. It gives me anxiety
It
now.
feels like an open.
I have anxiety listening to
And
it.
it's like you
It's
get,
just an open.
Yeah.
It's
It's like
just
if-
like every other
It's
open.
like if we were
Yes.
at the open mic and there was just a table off to the side, and then after everybody bombed, you and friends were like, "Fuck you, idiot!" Yeah. Or you were like,
Yeah.
"Wow, that was a particularly strange brand of freak. Do you want to be our favorite guy
for forever
Yeah.
and
For-
work for us for
Right.
forever.
Yeah.
Imagine doing our sets that we started with at Freedom on Kill Tony in front of millions of people.
Yeah, it would still be better than half the
There's
shit
been-
that's on there.
Bro, there's been some homies from
And-
the. I'm not gonna
and
say no
we
names.
sucked.
Well, yeah, I'm just saying it'd be funny. Imagine
I'm
that being
saying-
recorded and then on the internet
They're talking.
forever.
Well, I'm saying, yeah, when-
Sorry.
there's this rampant wave of the lack of self-awareness in human beings right now, and it is just mind-blowing. It's
yeah.
just like how unaware you
So,
are about what the fuck
It's
is
crazy.
going on.
That's what I was about to say. There's been a handful. Again, I won't say any names of not homies.
Cats from
These are the
around.
homies. There's been a handful of loose associates, people that I know,
People with loose buttons.
who every time KT is in Nashville, they go up to Nashville, and a couple of those people have gotten on stage, and some of those performances have been the worst performances
Historically bad.
of all time.
Yeah, there's
And so, like stuff
I
like
don't
that.
know.
In
I
fact,
haven't seen-
one of
I
those
don't
guys. Stop doing stand.
Oh no.
oh shit, yeah, true.
So it's just like I
Oh,
don't
you have to tell me off air.
I don't
have no idea.
understand the benefit of that, which is like,
Maybe
what
that
is
was the benefit.
Maybe,
Well, I was gonna say
maybe the benefit is like you just
we are every once in
quit.
a while talking about
pick
how
off the freak.
right there should be like a wheat from the chaff.
That's true.
Gatekeeping process. We
Yeah.
just don't feel like we're in any sort of place to be that process.
I'm coming home.
I'm coming home.
I just wish there was like, because here's the thing.
I went on Kill Tony and fucking bomb. And I'll never do stand up.
That's what they just play people off the stage with that song.
He's going home. Yeah,
I don't know. It, like,
happy six
He belongs.
That's funny.
to the
That's so funny.
there's just I don't know. It's just such an odd thing.
KT.
Yeah, the whole like turn of it. Like I don't particularly like what it's become, and you're right. It does feel very dick righty to hate on Kill Tony.
Of
Because
course.
I don't hate Kill Tony. I think it is
It's the
one of the
world's smallest
coolest
comedy podcast calling out the world.
Well, I just don't like the direction it's headed.
Well,
I've enjoyed Kill Tony,
Right, of
and
course.
here recently, Kill Tony feels more like the WWE thing than
Right,
it does like the fun open mic where sometimes people's souls get crushed, and other times they're like, "Yo, that was awesome," to like a good comedian.
But there's a way to do the heel too, right? Where it's like,
They have done so much for comics.
Yeah, of
like
course. For sure.
that is like
it's
that is
crazy.
there is no doubt, and it's because of that show that we have our Kim Pattersons,
A
our
bunch of
Fiona
those guys,
Collies,
for
like
sure.
all that
Oh,
shit,
yeah.
and
It's-
it is like it's actually super wonderful, but it's
call the
Fuck
episode.
you, dude.
Call the episode super wonderful. That's awesome.
it's such a cool thing
For sure.
to give people with talent an actual platform, because it is like finding a needle in the haystack. It's just like it's anything in entertainment. It's hard to break through the mold,
Right.
so they gave a platform
But
for
that's
people
what
to do that.
What used to happen was that, like in the WWE model or in professional wrestling model in general, what you need is a bunch of people vying to be the hero, and then like a third at the most of your people being the heel. Which in this case, it's not heels and heroes. It's Tony's being the perpetual heel, and the heroes are taking place by like people who are doing their own version of stand-up comedy that's very funny. And then instead of like heels, it's the freak show. So it's like there still is a golden ratio of like 2/3 what we reward on a show is really funny shit, and then 1/3 at the most is like, all right, this is great. This is a person who's lived a crazy fucking life and says crazy shit on stage and legitimately doesn't give a fuck if they're in front of 1 million people or one other guy on the street who's uncomfortable or somebody on the bus. Yeah, that is fun. That's fun TV in this sort of like reality TV way.
Yeah,
The
like
ratios,
a,
the
But
in
if the
like a-
ratio's fucked up
in the
and
Jerry
you-
Springer
and
kind of
you-
way.
Yeah, and it's like every
getting closer to
episode
that.
is trying really hard
Yeah.
to be like, you are not the father every 30 seconds.
Yeah.
And get that moment. And again, I can't imagine what it's like to be on some crazy successful show that took off like a fucking rocket as soon as COVID got hot and heavy. And then to just be like, you know, I imagine Tony Hinchcliffe lubes himself up and dives into money like Scrooge McDuck.
He's going.
Tony's actually, Tony's nice. He's actually a really
He
nice
puts
guy.
rolls of quarters up his ass. No, I don't.
No, I went to a Kill Tony show and like met him and talked to him
Yeah,
years ago, and he was honestly one of the coolest dudes I
One of the first things Cole ever told me was that he was on Kill Tony, and I told like 3 people that, and
They were
then
like,
I
"What?"
was like, "What episode were you on?" And he was like, "Let me show you," and then he showed me him
in the
in the
audience.
audience.
Ah, shit, hell yeah.
So technically, I was on Kill Tony.
That's right.
I was like, "That's not how you tell people. That's not what you say. You know, you say." You can see me in one of the episodes of Kill Tony. I'm in the
Dude,
audience.
I was probably hammered
You don't
drinking
go,
18
"Yo, bro,
fucking Freedom
I was
beers.
in Kill Tony. I was on Kill Tony.
I was.
He's going home.
Yeah,
All right, guys, I'm going to talk about this.
okay. Yeah.
I'm going home.
Okay.
We
shit.
haven't talked about any of this in the past year. Out of respect, and I appreciate you guys keeping your stuff
Except for one
together.
guy.
Well, Luke let the cat out of the bag, but I'm going to talk about it for just a little
Hilarious.
second.
I got him back for you, dog.
Thank you.
Shout out to
To the people who listen to this podcast, I have not been particularly well for the past year, and was under the illusion that I wanted to get divorced, and that illusion no longer exists in my life. So I think I'm going home, or I'm going to try to go home.
What?
I'm going home.
This is a crazy announcement.
Dude, this is sick, dude.
This is good. No, I'm very happy.
This is all there.
This feels very off-air,
One
but
of
if
the
we're
three
talking
is-
about it, I will say, I did not approve of the move.
Oh yeah, sure.
I was
with
one-
the move out.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
was one of the people that's like, fucking don't do that.
Yeah. That's what I said. There's been lots of homies over the past year who, in their own way, have voiced their own sort of like, hey, I don't like that you're doing this or whatever. You know, and obviously shout out Eric and TJ. I've lived with them now for 8 months, almost 9 months, and god damn if it hasn't been the hardest 9 months of my life.
Not because of us.
Trying to figure it out. Well, I'm saying, and I know that what I'm gonna say is that's worn on them, and you know we've fought, and they've been good and sweet. So anyway, who knows, man? We're gonna keep doing the podcast, and things are gonna be good, and I'm gonna live here until later, and so anyway, it'll all be fine. I'm going home.
I like before this pod episode started. He was like, "I already know what the pod name, the song for the week is gonna be," and I was like, "What?" He was like, "It's that
Eminem song.
and Rihanna."
It's now I can't think of anything other
Going home, going home.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm still.
No, you're right.
I'm coming home. Coming
Tell the world I'm coming home.
And I was like, nah, I'm going to spend the whole episode derailing it with Daughtry. And now for sure it's got to be the Daughtry song. That's so good. Well, yeah, congratulations,
Dude, that's
Doctor,
sick,
probably.
dude. Zach.
Thank you.
Don't want to jinx it, obviously.
Well, yeah, it's a lot of hard work, and listen, there's a lot of people who
a lot of
are
roads to
very,
run.
I think, understandably upset with me, and I got a lot of,
Jesus Christ.
yeah. First and foremost, our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. I got a lot of hard work to do, but
Just
I
kidding,
think
he's
one of the principal thing I learned, and if I'll convey anything to my audience in the past year, that I learned in the past year, is that you have 2 options in life. You can be stuck. You can choose to be hung up on the things that you feel anxiety about or that make you feel fear, or you can move forward. And those are your only two options. And if you choose to be stuck, there will always be things that will inhibit you from experiencing life in its fullness. You have to be moving forward. It was whoever, Churchill or Patton or whoever, who said, if you're going through hell,
Keep
going.
on going.
Keep on going.
The only way out is through, baby.
That's right.
Right? What happens if you don't keep going? You fucking fry.
You get burnt on all sides.
So
That's
Flip
true.
me
I
over,
just
I'm
didn't
done.
realize that. I had convinced myself that people don't change and that everyone is like a stone and that I was just going to be this way for forever. All the while, I knew that I had changed a lot in my life. And, I don't know.
It's true.
Sometimes you get
Oh,
confused.
nice.
Sometimes you get turned around. And I'm thankful that I made the right decisions with who I chose to marry, because despite all the nonsense of this past year, we're at least in a position where she's open to doing that.
Well, it's not an
That's super
encouragement
nice,
for
dude.
you or anyone else to fuck up their shit.
No.
But occasionally in life, you learn to appreciate the road by getting lost in the woods for a while,
That's true.
or the
man.
desert, or whatever analogy you may care for. And,
No, sure. Well,
Just-
it would have
just
been much better to have just stayed on the road and realized that the road was good. But
yeah, but you had to pick berries, and some of them were poisonous, and you pooped your pants, and there was blood in the poop.
Yeah.
blood, the whole
You
shit was
know, you
crazy.
stumbled upon like a dead body, and you were like, "Oh no!" And then you
Oh,
ran
no.
over a turtle, and
The turtle was
get
pretty.
a little blood on.
Can we look it up? Can we look it up now on air and
The omen?
see if there's some sort of omen to
See if
killing a
there's
turtle?
in Chinese culture, is there a bad omen?
Is there any sort of omen to killing a turtle on accident?
Well, in Native American culture, only if you didn't then use the turtle as soup and eat its body.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
man
Yeah,
who kills
every
turtle.
culture.
Yes.
This that voice of text thought I said almond.
Bullshit.
The Almond Brothers.
Oh no.
The almond turtles.
It says yes, many cultures. In folk traditions consider killing a turtle to be a bad omen or bad luck.
Well, a turtle is
Hold
a
on,
symbol
hold on,
of
hold on.
earth.
It is incredibly common to feel a deep sense of guilt, sadness, or shock. That's exactly how I felt.
Oh my God, that's how I felt.
Yeah, I hated that story.
This is how girls
I
get
have
fucked up
cancer
on
now.
astrology.
Yeah.
Were you
Have
mean to your
cancer.
mom yesterday? Oh my God, I was mean to my mom.
Dude, Zach didn't even
But what does
mention
it
the other
mean?
week, like when this happened, bro, I'm coming back in, I'm riding a high. I got my window down, I'm listening to music, and Zach's driving by me. We pass each other, and then he puts his car in reverse. I'm like, oh, I guess he's got something to tell me. So I put it in reverse, and I'm like, hey man, blah, blah, blah,
And you
whatever.
both killed
And-
turtles.
Yeah, and Zach's like, hey
this
man, he's
neighborhood's-
like, I'm going to the gym. I was leaving the driveway. I ran over a turtle. I'll clean it up later. And he just drove off.
Nice.
You guys just ran over 2 more turtles on the way out. This
That's
neighborhood's
sick.
rotten with turtles.
That's it. It actually wasn't dead, and then he's like, "Oh shit, I forgot my fucking wallet." And then he pulls forward and just smashes the piss out of it.
What was that again?
Oh man!
That's crazy.
All right,
Oh, here we go. I found it.
I'm going
Hold
home.
on. The death of the turtle itself
Going home.
is a form of salvation.
Oh,
There is an ancient legend that the turtle represents the Azura dragon,
Of
one of the
course.
4 divine beasts. And if
obviously.
the turtle dies naturally, it means it has protected its owner from disaster. Well, this it didn't die naturally, but this turtle died naturally.
Yeah, some people say if you're laying down in our driveway,
Underneath my tire.
natural causes.
Honestly, the internet is unclear about this.
Let me pull a tome from the library.
Yeah, do you have anything about accidental animal deaths over there?
Exorcism through the Middle Ages, perhaps.
Yeah, no, none of that's gonna work. I need like
The Kabbalion? Good
yeah,
work.
the Kabbalion.
The Devil's Chessboard. About the Dulles brothers.
You must atone.
For the turtle you have flown.
I mean, I think about him every day. I mean, shout out
Oh, there he is.
the homie.
The homie
dude.
we never really got to know that well, except for in a sputtle.
I'm so upset at the. I mean, I think about it still.
But we did feed owl community.
I'm sure whoever got a hold of it had to have been the owl.
Sure, you could have grew up to be a Ninja Turtle though.
Dude, Friday night, me and TJ got fucking hammered,
I
brother.
heard.
That's true, yeah.
I heard.
That was a very fun
I
night.
heard.
Yeah.
Friday was the show. Shout out to the
Shout out to the
Laughing in
boys.
Dawsonville communities. We did a show at the Granddaddy Mims in Dawsonville.
Packed room.
I wasn't originally supposed to host, but JB hit me up and was like, "Hey,
Can I hit
will
that?
you host so that I can just like regular run my set?" And I was like, "Yeah, happy to." So I get there, and he's like, "Dude, we're setting up," and he's like, I'm like 5 minutes away from having to cut tickets off because I'm counting chairs. We're up to like 60 something for this little room, this little distillery room, tasting room, whatever. And I was like, all right, well, that's good. And then the show went awesome. And then this cool guy walked around to every comic who was on the show. Cole came up, he did a set. And JB was like talking to Cole, and somebody else was over there with you at the bar, one of the other comics, I think. And you guys were talking, and I called JB over for something. And then he came over, he's like, should we put Cole up? And I was like, And he's like, it's your show? It's your call? And I was like, what was he talking about over there? And he told me what you guys were talking about. I was like, yeah, as long as it wasn't bitch shit, I was going to say yeah. so he had
I was talking about how bad I did at Bar South.
Right.
Had the worst set of my life.
and that's
dude.
what he told me. And I was like, that's very funny.
You said
And
that
then
the other
I
day.
told him the thing that Cole texted us, which was very funny. Where he's like, it would have been a more productive night if there was a shooting. Which I think is very funny. And so everybody.
And normally I feel bad about saying stuff like that. I woke up the next day and I was like, no, I still believe
Stand
that.
by.
Oh God.
I wish I was shot and killed.
Me and Trent talked about this. Me and Trent carpooled up to Andrews for that show. Shout out to Andrews, North Carolina. It was a good show as well.
Next big thing.
And we talked about like the difference between like a good bomb mic and then just like a hell mic, where it's like, what is the point of
What's
this
this
open
for?
mic? And sometimes Bar South is like, you have to ask yourself the question, why am I here?
Well,
No one is even listening.
we got fucked up because there was like 5 weeks, or maybe 4 out of 5 weeks, where the mic was maybe it might have been 2. I don't know.
I think
It was literally like, it was like 3 weeks.
It was like
honestly,
3 weeks.
Because I was there like every week.
and I
The
wasn't
first
there
week
for
was
all
insane.
of those. Yeah,
The first
First
week
week was awful.
but he was saying that this one was worse than that.
Dang.
No, it was the worst open mic. Damn,
school's back.
That's what it was. And
all
I
these
can't
fucking
say. I can't
kids.
say anything else.
It's just frat guys in salmon shorts calling him a fat.
Pretty much. I was getting yelled at.
Yeah, fucking
I was. It was 35 malnourished fucking freshmen, and like, I didn't even do jokes. I roasted because I got fucking bumped by a frat guy.
Oh no.
Like, he just ran on stage and grabbed the mic and started doing street jokes, and I was like,
that.
what is happening?
You should be allowed to sternum punch that kid pretty good without getting in trouble.
Well, here's the thing. I made fun of him,
Yeah.
and then the moment I made fun of him, all his butt buddies got super mad and started just yelling shit, and I was like, fuck you, you look like a carbon copy of this guy, you dick, you suck. Like, like, just,
That's tight.
I turned. I was so hateful. I was so mean, and it was so bad. It was so bad. I'm not a mean person. I don't want to punch down.
You're a vindictive, vengeful person.
Yes, I'm
You're
petty.
not mean to
Yeah, you're like a
anyone's face.
spiteful, petty,
I'm just a bitch.
cunty little bitch, but I wouldn't say you're mean.
You're like you're like a rich lady who
Yeah.
grew up in Martha's Vineyard.
Yeah, dude, you boof ribs in your
That's
butt.
crazy because I grew up
Beef
poor.
ribs.
That's great. I grew up poor as
No. You're like that one kid that we all knew when we were younger who just lit stuff on fire for
You
no
do
reason.
seem pyro-y a little.
Yes,
like-
you were right. I did set things on fire.
Yeah, that is who you are
I
now,
was a
even
little
as an adult. It's like, oh look, Cole has set the bar on fire.
Yeah, you're the kid that everybody's like throwing water balloons at cars, and you bring the rock, and you're like, whoa,
Oh, come on, man.
that's dangerous.
Throwing
No,
it from
I-
behind the little highway sign.
Yeah, no, that tracks. That tracks.
But mean, I wouldn't say you're mean. No, I wouldn't. Not even on stage when you get kind of like flustered, you tend to be like self-deprecating
Yeah,
more than
yeah, yeah.
mean. So
Yeah, well, I usually
would've-
stick
For sure,
to that, but
for sure.
it was
I'll
just like
go fucking kill myself.
I mean, at some
Be like,
point, you just
more
gotta
of
put the mic in the stand and throw a boa copter into the crowd. Just like,
Oh,
Dude,
hey.
it was-
Disrespect,
and- the thing about Bar South is the hang is so cool. The
It's
hang
nice.
is
Yeah.
very fucking
nice.
you
cool.
never know who's gonna show up.
It's such a good
It's
hang.
a fun hang for sure.
But when you're surrounded
Tiny Diet Coke, I don't like
by
that.
30
Tiny
guys
Diet Coke.
Tiny,
in 5-inch seam shorts with the same button up,
chubbies.
Dang, dude.
and all they're doing is trying to one up each other, like
yeah, dude.
in a bro contest. And
Yeah.
like, what's more bro-y than just yelling at somebody?
Screaming.
Oh, yeah.
So it was just that for an hour and a half.
I'll never
hate
forget that first Bars Out Mike,
How about
Mike, where I like made eye contact with a guy and was just sort of like making fun of him, and then got that out of my system. Went back to whatever bullshit I was trying that week, and as soon as I'm about to say the punchline, he just goes, "Ah!" It was worse than that, but I didn't want to like physically upset you guys, but it was terrible.
God damn.
And I just went, yeah, do it in the
Yeah, you got
punchline,
it.
you fucking psycho.
The first time I did that first Bar South, I was down there, and I've said this on the pod before, but I just made him sing song. It was so funny. I actually had a great set that first time.
Yeah.
But I was like, make some noise if yada yada yada, and then I just hit a punch. And then I was like, make some noise if yada yada yada, and then I just hit a punch. I was like, make some noise if yada yada, and then I hit a punch.
Disney sing-along
And I would just
videos
be
for
like,
these
do you
kids.
guys know about this? Make some noise if you know about this. Woo! And then make some noise and be like, about a punchline, get a big laugh. And then I did that for like 2 minutes and was like, yeah, have a great
That's
night.
enough, I'm out of here, thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And people were like,
Nice, that didn't suck.
wow. I was like, yeah.
Oh yeah, no,
That's
mine
what,
was,
that was
Cheer if
basically.
you like sex.
Yeah, that's
Cheer if you like drugs. Cheer if you're drunk right now.
Yeah, exactly.
Cheer if you're trying
Pretty
cocaine for the
much.
first
dude.
time.
After my
Cheer if you're a
set,
fucking idiot.
after my set on Wednesday,
hack.
Nathan went up to me and was like, "That was pretty bad, huh, bud?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm so upset right now."
Yeah,
those are the
yeah,
ones where-
thanks. It wasn't all I was thinking about.
But that's what I'm saying is like, those are the ones where sometimes there's something to be learned, it sounds like, from what you're saying.
Yes, should have gone home.
But sometimes that mic is just like, how do you win? How could you have even won?
No,
what could
you have like in those situations, because like I'm a bit of a purist in the sense of you can win over any audience.
Sure.
I really believe that that any audience is capable of being broken. Granted, you might have to suck some dick in order to do so. Like the only way to win them over is to pander to them
Right.
and do this fake bullshit.
Yeah, I don't want to do that.
I don't want to do that.
No,
I don't want to do
If I have
that.
to do that to win, it's not worth winning. And honestly, this is maybe.
If I was getting paid,
Yeah.
maybe.
Yeah,
If I was paid to make these people
Yeah.
have a good time, like some private
some
event or some
real
bullshit,
show, or yeah, like corporate something.
sure, I'll pander.
Maybe.
I can be bought.
Sure.
What if you just like full blown cried? Nobody's paying attention. Just full blown cried. Into the mic.
Weep.
Yeah, just
That could
weep
be
into
sick.
the mic.
This,
I like
for
a
2
good
minutes.
pander.
this may be the gayest thing I've ever said on the internet so far.
You want to suck a dick?
No.
Oh,
I meant
Wow.
I meant spiritually homosexual.
Pure.
There's something sort of noble about fighting an unwinnable battle every once in a while, which is, I mean, so it's sort of what life is. Not to make it weird, but so there is something every once in a while where it's like you go to a mic or you do a show where you're like, I don't know that Dave Chappelle could have won these people. I don't know that fucking, like, name whoever your guy is. I don't know that if we resurrected Patrice O'Neill from the Pet Cemetery and he came in here and did crowd work, okay, maybe him. He could get him. But it's like occasionally, but I don't want to do that every week. You know, like there's nothing.
Well-
Doing that every week feels a little bit like strapping hot dogs to your chest and then getting on the train and pretending it's a bomb.
Sure.
Yeah,
some
I
weird
don't-
way.
Let me provide a little counter to that, though, because I do think there's something to winning.
Well, the tug of war
No, I mean,
match
to-
between
okay,
you
yeah,
and the
you go.
audience.
To try
great.
to get them is good, but I'm saying like, yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
What I mean is like, my thought process is different than that, which is like, I want to win every time. I want to make these people laugh every single time. I'm not willing to become a hack to make people laugh, but am I willing to take different approaches
Oh,
and
sure.
and augment myself in a direction or move to a way where I feel like they're responding better. Yes.
Well, I wasn't,
Right. So if like people are more in like laughing at the crowd worky stuff, I'll do that. I'll do the more crowd interactive stuff.
I wouldn't say that's
to get
pandering,
more
though.
laugh.
No. And to be clear, I wasn't saying as an approach.
Sure.
As an approach, absolutely. If you're trying to be a comic, the idea
That's the tool belt.
is finding.
That's what I mean. But I think about it in wins and losses.
But I'm saying, like, after that, if you're trying to get something out of it, you're like, well, even if it's once a month, there's nothing wrong with going to a mic, doing everything you can to win that is not outside of whatever you have decided your integrity is or whatever the fuck. And then you do that for 4 minutes, you get nothing out of it, not, or at least in the moment, you get no laughs, you get no fucking whatever.
You die.
You die 1,000 times in 4 minutes. And then you get off of that, and you're like, yeah, but the only thing maybe you can take away from that every once in a while is you go, I never handed it over and went, I never white flagged and was like,
I didn't give up.
Yeah.
You're like, finish the time or at least finish the things you wanted to try. And then if you do want to play around with people, that's fun.
No, I gave up one time, and I felt worse about doing that
Then bomb.
Yeah.
than
bombing.
continuing the bomb.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was that one time I froze. I froze one time pretty early
I
on.
got nothing.
And I just went, I got nothing. And just walked off stage.
That's exactly what I did. Like 2 jokes. I was like 2 minutes in a 4-minute set.
Yeah.
And it was just.
We've all had
I-
throw up our hands times, especially.
I could hear someone cough in the bathroom. Like, it was so bad, and I was just like, I literally was like, you know what? I'm done.
Do you think they were coughing to try to cover up a fart?
No, I don't know. I don't know.
Way delayed.
Oh, dude, no. The show was so bad on Wednesday that one of the college students came up to me afterwards and was like, "Hey, man, I'm so sorry." Damn. I had a child apologize to me. I did so bad.
How do you tell them? How do you go? Hey, man, I appreciate you. This made it worse. This sucks worse.
All I said was, "Hey, man, we're just trying to do comedy. It's all fun. It's all supposed to be fun." I don't know, dude.
That's so good. Where are we at?
We're done. Shout out Eric. He's sleeping.
That's what's up. I do. Right before we get done, I want to shout out. It came across my YouTube feed today. It's a pretty new channel. I think homie had like 4 or 5 videos, but a lot of it's pretty music centric. But in like
I saw that you posted on Instagram.
Interesting ways. And the first one I watched was the most recent video, which is like, I think it's called Music is a Weapon. His channel is called Chords and Discords. And it seems to be doing well already, at least, in the places that I hang out on the internet. But it was super interesting.
It was a vibe.
And it was also cool. First of all, his production is very fun. There's not a ton of like, it's like either him talking to camera, footage, a reasonable, simplistic graphic, like whatever. But it was right in the vein. Me and you were having that conversation, and I believe Eric as well, about what you
song lyrics?
What you were talking to Mike about.
So
which is like
your upper
music,
brain and lower brain,
right?
stuff.
Hemispheres of the brain having like one is geared towards logic and one is geared towards sort of feeling or emotion, and those are like obviously oversimplified, but it goes off in a long way in both of those directions based on the hemisphere of the brain. And music with lyrics being this thing that can sort of
change you.
Well, it can
connect your.
It can allow those two
connect
things
your
to
upper
hop
and
on the
lower.
same page for a while. And I had brought up that I was like, which is why I would imagine that music can be used as a psyop, as a weapon,
as a negative,
as a weapon.
As a weapon.
I got Cuban for a second. As a weapon. And so we talked about that like 3 nights ago, maybe.
Yeah.
And then I saw this on my thing, and I went, "Oh, this looks interesting.
Send it.
I've never seen this
Send
thing."
it to me.
Yeah, I'll send it over. And his stuff's like, at least for now, it's early days, but his stuff's like 20 minutes ish. average time, but he like squeezes a lot of fun stuff in there. And one of the things that was crazy is a lot of his stuff is about like, is streaming essentially the death of music from a creative standpoint or whatever. And so what I ended up just going through every video that was on the channel so far, and a lot of some of the through line is like, is Spotify the devil? And he's sort of like taking a like, yeah, I understand there's a lot of stuff about streaming that's not great, but let's lay it out. Let's lay out like product versus service, whereas like, you know, you used to buy CDs or you used to buy vinyl or you used to buy whatever. And so it's all that stuff. But essentially Spotify's original pitch is essentially being like, you know how people like to go to a place that has a jukebox because then they can just pick the singles that they want to hear. That's not a new thing. We'll do that everywhere. And then when there was a little plateau, they were like, all right, well, now what do we do to take care of the shareholders more? And you think about, they're commissioning like 20 or so writers who make a ton of like stock bullshit that's like easy morning vibes for coffee and productivity, or, you know, like lo-fi hangout, whatever. And it's like, if you're Spotify and you commission, because of the way their algorithm works for payout, so like if Taylor Swift puts out a record and it adds 250 million streams to the monthly stream, everybody's still taking from the same pot of like whatever the gross total of $15 subscriptions are. So people who are making like a certain amount of money for 30,000 streams a month or whatever make less that month. So now if you're also commissioning people who work for you, make all this like nonsense hangout, lo-fi, whatever music, and you put them on playlists, and if people are listening to that while they go to sleep, all of those streams skew towards Spotify making more money, or any streaming site, whatever. And he was like, and what's funny is this was a thing that they did when they first introduced a record player as a viable option to take home and replay music at your house. People were like, this is fucking complicated, I don't want this. And we'll just go see music live. And then they came out with this 30-page pamphlet to sell phonographs that was all like, we've made these records, and they like, the names are similar, but they're in the 30s or maybe the 20s, and it's like it's like
phonograph or gramophone?
Well, maybe it was gramophone days, but that would have been really early. I think phone. Two phones matched together so they feed back.
Banana phone.
But they put out all these records that were essentially like, this is for productivity, but they called them like a real ham and egg or whatever. And so it's crazy to just see like the playbook.
Yes, it's undoubtedly. I mean, listen, I'll say this: I've been poor as fuck this week, and they shut off my YouTube Premium. Jesus Christ, for the first time in 15 years.
He's got ads.
I've got ads
brutal.
again.
He's got full-blown ads.
My fucking God, dude. Shut the internet off, dude.
Some of these ads are bad.
I can't even use my GPS and listen to music.
Have you caught the fun,
Yeah, you can.
the Lego one?
Not on YouTube Music, you can't. No, I don't catch any of them. What I do is every time I get an ad, I close the song out and click on another song, and then if it gives me an ad, I close that song out and I click on another song. I just keep cycling through songs until.
If you want to send this guy $15 on his PayPal, the link's in the fucking
Yeah, I
description.
keep the link in the thing.
So we can get YouTube.
Jesus
Ukrainian
Christ.
Yeah,
You can do Spotify with your GPS, which is nice. So you can play Spotify with your phone closed. But with YouTube Music, you can't even play YouTube Music with your phone. Like, not YouTube videos.
Right.
The music.
You have to pay for the background.
I'm like, I have to pay money to use my GPS while I listen to music? This is insane.
You gotta pay to play,
Not to bite the hand that doesn't feed us, but fuck you, YouTube.
Fuck you, dude.
I have never had YouTube Premium, and I will never have it because that shit pissed me off when they did that. It's like, oh, so I have to pay to save battery life now?
Insanity.
To like fucking I don't care if I'm a gajillionaire. I'll never pay for it, dude.
I heard that,
I'll
dude.
never fucking
They
pay
got
for
the
it.
beach pass. They found a way to profit off of traffic.
Yeah,
That's true.
They're gonna find a way to profit off of my divorce. So
They're gonna find.
anyway, that's the episode.
Homeboy talked about flooding the zone, dude. Everybody just Google flooding the zone and do a deep dive on flooding
I
the
want
zone.
I want these videos. I want you to send them to me.
Yeah, I will send them to you.
212.
They
zone
Anybody got
defense?
anything to plug this weekend?
Yes.
3-2.
I actually do too. So Cole, go ahead.
Yes, I will be hosting Canopy in the Roots in Dawsonville on Friday, the 28th. I will
This
also be
upcoming
hosting Blue Door in Gainesville, Georgia
Cole's got the
on the
weekend.
29th.
That's
I
Saturday.
also am the new host for
Let's
Blackstrap
go.
Open Mic Comedy every Sunday except for one Sunday a month at Blackstrap.
And that other Sunday is
And it
roast
starts
battle.
at 6. Yeah, the fourth Sunday is a roast battle, which fucking good shit last night, TJ.
Thank you.
We'll talk about it next
yeah.
week.
Last night ripped.
How'd that go? Oh,
We'll talk about it next week. We're at the end. I got
But
it.
yes, so come to the open mic, come to the shows, come hang out. The open mic starts at 6:30. I love you.
He loves you. TJ, any shows this weekend?
I don't think I do. I'm so bad.
That's all right.
Such a bad.
I'll actually be in Florida this weekend. Me and Nathan and the Rugmeister are.
We need to get Rug on the
we do
fucking
need to get
pod.
Rug on the
we
pod.
will.
Are headed down to I believe Santa Rosa, if I remember correctly, and Pensacola. We got back-to-back dates, and I am the in the feature. So.
Shout out to my family in Pensacola. Show up to the show.
I'm doing
Call Zach
doing 20
slurs.
minutes. I think Nathan's doing 40. So.
Nice.
Should be 2 really fun shows at 2 cool beach breweries. So
That's gonna be sick.
Wait, is the one in Pensacola like all pirate shipping?
I don't know. I haven't. I just Rug said they were cool. That's all
forgot.
know. So
Well, if Rube said
was
they
the
were
full
cool,
extent of it, so.
I'm sure they look like a fucking Arby's.
anyway,
Just
all right.
kidding. We love you, Colin. You fucking.
I'm going home. All right, you guys have a good one.
I'm gonna be at my nephew's 3rd birthday on Saturday,
Whoa!
and I'm gonna be on my
Give
other
me the
nephew's
address.
baptism on Sunday.
Let's go.
No
dude.
shit.
Yeah, if you guys want to show up.
Show up.
Bye.
Love you guys. Bye.